Hi guys, it's Liz here, and I am back with another daily dose of guidance. As usual, we will be using the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor, and we have the Soul Coaching Oracle cards by Denise Linn on standby. Woo! I sure did drop that. Okay, so we're going to start by shuffling the energy cards. Okay, to see what divine wisdom, the archangels, and the angels, our positive spirit guides have for us for today. Ooh. Okay, interesting. Put this aside for now. Okay, so the first card we have here is walking away. Okay, so tapping into this. Okay, so first off, what comes through is an obvious one, okay, is, walking away from 2020, right? We're still currently, if you're watching this in real time, we're still in 2020, but we're at the ass crack end of it. Like, we're right at the very tippy end of it, okay? And so this is an obvious message about walking away from 2020, okay? And entering into, this new world, if you will, of 2021. I'm also feeling like, because we have been getting the message of letting go of our past emotional baggage for about a week now or so, maybe even more so. And so I feel like that's really what we've done at this point. So we're walking away from that. Okay, it's not just a message of from divine wisdom suggesting, if you will, that we let go. We've made that decision. Okay, we've made the decision. We've started the process. Okay, the healing process, the clearing process, the integration process. Okay, we've already begun to do this. So we're walking away from that past emotional baggage. Okay, we're letting that go. We're putting it down. And we're moving forward now. Okay, so you can see here. She's glancing back, but you can see, like, these gates, she's walking away, right? These gates are closing. And she's going forward. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, and we're also walking away from the things that are not serving us. Okay, we're walking away from harmful, limiting beliefs. Okay, we're letting that go. We're walking away from harmful, toxic situations. Okay, so this could be a toxic relationship or workspace, like work environment, your home environment. But we're walking away from the things that are not serving us. So the harmful, toxic things, we're letting that go. We're walking away from it. We're letting it go. And we're moving forward. Okay? Or at the very least, we've begun that process. Okay? Because we got Journey a lot the last week or two as well. And Journey speaks to that we're letting the stuff that does not serve us go. We're letting it go. And Journey says, and we're moving forward. Okay, we're beginning the process of moving forward. Okay. Oh. Hi, Willa. Okay, so yeah, so we're letting go. It's not just the suggestion anymore of, they're not just saying let it go. Okay, we've actually begun that process. We've made the decision. We're moving forward. And I think that also speaks to the whole New Year's that's coming up, right? That we often want to, this is our time for goals, right? This is the time that we often start to set goals for ourselves for the coming year, right? This is how we want to better ourselves, better our lives. Okay, and I think this speaks to that as well. This is a prime time. Okay. Hi. This is a prime time to do that, to begin to set goals, okay, that are going to set us up for success. Okay, so so you might be like, okay, well, this is the goal I want to set for, the short term or the long term of 2021. Okay, and this is also your time in between from now until, say, if you start January 1st, like most people, okay, this is our time to actually come up with a strategy, okay, to do that. So we set ourselves up for success, because so often we set a goal and then we go from 0 to 100, and, within a week and a half, the goal has, is no longer, right? We've dropped it. We said, oh, well, we failed again, right? Okay, so this is our time to set ourselves up for success and start coming up with a strategy of steps. Okay, so we're not just going from 0 to 100, and we're not setting that bar so high that we're sabotaging ourselves, before we've even started. Okay, so take this time to come up with a strategy, okay, and start working on shifting out of the harmful, toxic energies, okay, of the past, and that could be even just the past of 2020, okay. And as I said yesterday, okay, so if we're looking to shift the energy, how do we find the gift in an energy that felt very harmful? Okay, how can we find the gift? Okay, and as I mentioned yesterday, we can look at the gift of 2020, the energy of it anyways, as, we were given the gift of an abundance of free time, okay, for the most part, okay. Luna just reacted very strongly to that for some reason. Okay, so we were given the gift of time. Okay, so we were able to, again, we're generalizing here a bit, but we were given that time to do the introspection work that we never had the time to before because we were so busy. Okay, we were given that time to do introspection, to do the healing work. Okay, we were given the time to spend with our families. We were given the time to work on a passion project. We were given the time to work on a hobby and just decompress. Okay, especially in the West. I don't know about other areas, but in the West, hustle is a real thing. Like, that we've been taught that, in order to feel successful, we have to hustle. It's just go, 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 work, 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 right? And 2020 came in and said, nope, we're taking that off the table. Again, generalizing a bit here, but for the most part, okay, that was taken away, okay? And in the sense of, we're looking at the gift of it, not just, okay, we were, money was taken away from us, we lost our jobs, and all of that, and the poverty, which is real, okay, that's a big thing. But what we're trying to do is shift out of that, the harmful energies of the root chakra, because that's root chakra energy, okay? Root chakra energy is all about survival, security, and safety, okay? And it can become blocked or imbalanced when we're in the unhealthy aspects of fear, okay? So we're trying to shift out of that. We're trying to leave that unhealthy fear with 2020, okay? And we're going to shift it so that we go into 2021 with a higher vibration, okay? So that's really what this is about, okay? So how can we shift and look for the gifts of 2020, okay, of that energy, so that we can go into 2021 with a higher vibration, okay? So we're not bringing that energy with us. We're leaving that emotional baggage in 2020. Okay? Leaving that behind. Okay? We're walking away from it. We're walking away from that. Okay? And it also helps us that when we do come up against hardships or obstacles in 2021, we've learned a ton. We learned so much in 2020 about dealing with and overcoming obstacles and hardships. Okay, so that's another gift of 2020. Okay, it helped build up our resilience as well. Okay, so we can tap into those energies and that knowledge going into 2021. Okay, so we don't want to just leave everything, just RIP 2020, right? There were aspects of it that were helpful. Most certainly there was aspects that were harmful, extremely harmful. I'm running from it. Yes, a lot of us are feeling that way. Running away from 2020, goodbye. There was so much harmful energy in 2020, okay? And I want to be, respectful of that. Certainly, I felt it as well. But we're trying to also, again, we're trying to shift that energy and look at how we could use the energies and what we learned from 2020 to be helpful and to benefit us moving forward. Okay? So we're trying to, it's not just about, positive thinking. Okay. Bullshit. Okay. It's not about that. It's about raising that vibration. Okay? And certainly positive thinking can help us, in moments, okay? But overall, just try to find the silver lining. It's actually more harmful than helpful, okay? So we're trying to transmute that energy is what we're trying to do, to make it serve our highest good, rather than keeping us down and keeping us in the negative aspects of fear, okay? So I'm just tapping in, seeing if anything else wants to come through. Okay, so yeah. So I see you, Willa. I see you. Okay, so I'm also going to just very quickly tap into the soul coaching cards. For those that are maybe having a little bit of trouble with, because I'm saying, shift that energy, and maybe you're like, I'm not really sure how to do that. Okay, well, for one thing, I will say, I'll just plug myself for a quick second. I am a spiritual life coach and Reiki master and advanced angel therapist. So if you need a little help, give me a shout, okay? DM me or email me at spirituallycharged.com, okay? But let's see what the cards and divine wisdom also wants to give today, okay? See how we can shift that energy. If we're having some trouble in those moments, okay, there could just be moments where we're just like, because I have them too, we're human, okay? So in those moments when we're just like, I can't shift that energy, okay? I'm struggling, or I'm resistant, okay? That's a big one, is being resistant to it, okay? Because we want to justify, and often we find ourselves without, again, this is just human, okay? We find ourselves in victim mode, okay? And that, again, is that lower vibe energy, okay? That keeps us stuck and can make us unhealthy, okay? So if we're trying to manifest, here we go. So if we're trying to manifest an outcome that we find helpful, okay, we can't be in victim mode. If we're in victim mode, we're just going to keep manifesting more of the same, okay, the stuff that keeps us stuck, okay? Okay, so the card that came up, interesting, very Sagittarius, so I like it, okay, is action. So you can see that, action. And I say it's very Sagittarius because of that right there, okay? It's that bow right there. Okay, so the bottom part here says, I step into my glorious future with determination and power. So right there, that's it. That's how you do it. That's what we're trying, that's the message for today. That right there, nailed it, okay? So this may be something that this may be a mantra that you want to adapt, or that you want to take for yourself for today, and maybe, and again, in those moments where you're just like, I just can't shift this energy, at least not by myself. I can't do this by myself. Okay, so repeat this mantra to yourself, okay? And that's what we're doing when we repeat affirmations and mantras. We're cultivating that energy. This is how we shift that energy from harmful to helpful. Because when we use these affirmations and mantras, often when we start them, they feel like a lie. Okay, but when we repeat them and we start to raise that vibration, okay, cultivate that helpful energy, that's when it starts to become true. And that's when we begin to manifest the energy that we feel is helpful to us, okay? It's going to help us achieve our goals, okay? So again, it is, I step into my glorious future with determination and power, okay? And that is a solar plexus chakra energy, okay? That's all about solar plexus. It's confidence and power and self-will, okay? So tap into the balanced, healthy energies of the solar plexus chakra today, okay? So you can even just visualize, golden light coming down through that crown chakra, okay, coming down through that center, okay, through the chakra system, okay, coming down, and then coming to rest at the solar plexus chakra, okay, and then you can feel it just expanding, okay? You want to expand that energy, okay? So you're tapping into that confidence of the solar plexus chakra. You're tapping into the power of the solar plexus chakra. And if any of this sounds like, ooh, I don't like the sound of, power, ugh, right? That's a shadow. That's letting you know there's a shadow there that needs to be integrated, okay? Power is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing, okay? It has harmful aspects to it, okay, when taken to a harmful place. But power in itself is not harmful, okay? And if you have that belief that power is harmful, you got some work to do around integrating that, okay? Okay, so and then we're expanding, and we're breathing in to the solar plexus chakra, okay? Okay, and we can even I'm putting my hand on my solar plexus chakra, okay? Just really tapping into that energy, visualizing that yellow sun energy, that masculine energy, okay? Of being in your power, being in your glory, okay? Okay, so anytime that you feel like you're not in your power, okay, if you're not feeling, if you're having trouble being in that determination and in that power mindset, just do that, okay? Just tap into that solar plexus chakra, okay? And if you find it's difficult, this is also letting you know that you either have a block or an imbalance in that chakra, and that's letting you know you have work to do in that particular area, okay? Okay. So that's our message for today. I'll say it one more time, just one more time, and then we'll go, okay? I step into my glorious future with determination and power. All right, beautiful soul. I hope you found this helpful, and I will see you tomorrow with another daily dose of guidance. Bye.